Welcome back to the World Gem Guide YouTube channel, where we uncover the most extraordinary places on Earth. Today, we're taking a sharp vertical turn from our usual destinations to scale the heights of the world's most challenging mountains. These aren't your ordinary Sunday stroll hills. We're talking about the most formidable peaks that have tested the limits of even the most experienced mountaineers. What makes these mountains so tough to conquer? Well, it's a combination of high altitude, unpredictable weather, and rigorous terrain that can turn a thrilling adventure into a daunting challenge. Altitude pushes the limits of human endurance, the terrain can be treacherous and unforgiving, and the weather, well, let's just say it has a mind of its own up there. These mountains are not for the faint-hearted. They demand respect, grit, and a healthy dose of caution. So are you ready to embark on this virtual journey to the world's toughest mountains to climb? Buckle up! Our first stop is none other than Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world. Towering at a dizzying height of approximately 29,000 feet, this magnificent giant is not just a mountain. It's the ultimate symbol of human endurance and resilience. The journey to the apex of Mount Everest is a grueling test of physical stamina and mental fortitude. At such extreme heights, the air is thin and oxygen levels are drastically reduced, making every step an exhausting effort. The weather, too, is a formidable adversary. With temperatures often plummeting to -60 degrees Fahrenheit, frostbite is a constant threat. Violent winds whip the snow into blinding flurries, obscuring paths and turning the already treacherous terrain into a lethal trap. Then, there is the infamous death zone. Situated above 26,000 feet, this is the point where the mountain becomes a merciless executioner. The human body is not designed to function at such high altitudes, and prolonged exposure can lead to a host of fatal conditions, including hypothermia, high-altitude pulmonary edema, and cerebral edema. Despite these daunting obstacles, the allure of Mount Everest is irresistible to many. Since the first successful ascent by Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay in 1953, over 4,000 climbers have triumphed over this behemoth. Sadly, the mountain has also claimed more than 300 lives, a stark reminder of the inherent risks involved. Each year, scores of adventure seekers from across the globe descend upon the Himalayas, their hearts filled with dreams of conquering the world's highest peak. They embark on this perilous quest, not for glory or recognition, but for the sheer thrill of pushing their limits and achieving the seemingly impossible. Regardless of the many challenges it presents, Mount Everest stands as a testament to the indomitable human spirit. It's a place where ordinary people become extraordinary, where they dare to dream big and muster the courage to turn those dreams into reality. Despite its dangers, Mount Everest continues to beckon climbers from around the world. Next, we venture to K2, often referred to as the Savage Mountain. Sitting on the border between China and Pakistan, K2 is the second highest peak on Earth, soaring to an incredible 8,611 meters. But don't let its ranking fool you. This mountain is far from second place when it comes to difficulty and danger. If you've ever wondered what makes a mountain savage, K2 is the perfect study. The weather here is as unpredictable as it is harsh. Storms can sweep in without warning, bringing blizzards and hurricane-force winds that make any ascent impossible. Temperatures can plunge to -60 degrees Celsius, turning the mountain into a frozen fortress. But it's not just the weather that makes K2 a beast. The terrain is equally treacherous. Steep, icy slopes and overhanging seracs towering blocks of glacial ice create a deadly obstacle course for climbers. Avalanches are a constant threat, and the risk of rockfalls is ever present. Now, how does K2 compare to Mount Everest, you may wonder? Well, for every 4 people who have reached the summit of K2, 1 has died trying. That's a death rate of 25%. Contrast that with Everest, where the death rate is just 4%. K2 is also less forgiving to those who make mistakes. There are no easy routes to the top. Each path presents its own set of challenges, whether it's the treacherous bottleneck, a narrow, avalanche-prone couloir, or the perilous traverse on the mountain's northeast ridge. Moreover, K2's isolation adds another layer of difficulty. It's far removed from civilization, making rescue operations incredibly challenging. Even the journey to its base camp is an expedition in itself, requiring a week-long trek through remote and rugged terrain. K2, with its lethal combination of extreme conditions and technical difficulty, truly earns its nickname as the Savage Mountain. Now, let us journey to the Himalayas once again, to the deadly slopes of Annapurna. Annapurna, the 10th highest mountain in the world, is an imposing massif located in Nepal, a silent sentinel that has earned a notorious reputation among mountaineers worldwide. Its name translates to goddess of the harvests, a stark contrast to the devastating power this mountain holds. One of the key challenges climbers face here are the avalanche-prone slopes. The unstable snowpack on Annapurna's slopes is a constant threat, making every step a calculated risk. Avalanches are unpredictable and can strike with little to no warning. They are, in essence, nature's ticking time bombs, ready to unleash their destructive power at the slightest provocation. Adding to this peril is the severe weather that Annapurna is known for. The mountain's location exposes it to both the monsoon winds from the Bay of Bengal and the dry, cold winds from the Tibetan Plateau. These contrasting weather systems frequently clash over Annapurna, creating turbulent weather conditions that can change in the blink of an eye. Sudden storms can trap climbers in deadly situations, far from the safety of their base camps. But perhaps the most chilling fact about Annapurna is its fatality rate. Of all the mountains that reach over 8,000 meters, Annapurna has the highest fatality-to-summit ratio. For every 3 climbers that reach the summit, 1 loses their life on the mountain. This statistic is a grim reminder of the mountain's unforgiving nature, a testament to the immense challenge it presents to those who dare to conquer its heights. Annapurna, the killer mountain, is indeed a formidable challenge even for the most experienced climbers. Its deadly slopes and unpredictable weather conditions make it a mountain that commands respect and caution, a mountain where triumph is measured not just by reaching the summit but by returning safely to tell the tale. These mountains, while breathtakingly beautiful, are also some of the most dangerous places on Earth. We've journeyed together through the chilling winds of Mount Everest, the highest point on our planet. Its severe weather conditions, thin air, and treacherous terrain make it a formidable challenge even for the most seasoned climbers. We've learned that conquering Everest is not just about physical strength, but mental fortitude as well. From there, we ventured to the Savage Mountain, K2, the second highest peak in the world. Its icy slopes and unpredictable weather have claimed many lives, earning it a reputation as one of the deadliest mountains. Yet, its allure and the thrill of conquering the savage still draws adventurers from around the globe. Then came the chilling tales of the killer mountain, Nanga Parbat, known for its lethal combination of high altitude, avalanche-prone slopes, and frequent bad weather. Its grim moniker is a stark reminder of the danger that can lurk in the heart of beauty. These are not just mountains, they are monoliths of nature's power and majesty, symbols of human endurance and determination. But these towering peaks are not to be taken lightly. They demand respect, preparation, and a deep understanding of the risks involved. Whether you're a seasoned mountaineer or a novice hiker, remember that safety should always be the priority. The right training, the right gear, the right mindset, these are non-negotiables when embarking on these challenging journeys. Nature is a force to be reckoned with, and it demands our utmost respect. So, as we bid adieu to the world's toughest mountains to hike, let's carry with us not just their awe-inspiring images, but also the lessons they teach us about resilience, courage, respect for nature, and the will to push beyond our limits. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the world's toughest mountains to hike. Stay safe, and remember, every mountaintop is within reach if you just keep climbing. Until next time.